Celebrity power couple Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos would never have met if it weren't for All My Children. In 1995, he appeared on the show as her character's romantic interest. They fell in love in real life, and life mimicked art. The next year, the pair eloped. They now co-host a talk show during the day. Kelly Ripa now provided a significant update regarding the soap opera relaunch that has been underway for a few years. To learn the most recent news, continue reading. In 2020, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos began discussing a reboot. From 1970 until 2011, ABC broadcast All My Children. After 41 years, it and another ABC soap opera, One Life to Live, were discontinued. AMC provided us with the renowned Erica Kane, who portrayed the fabled Susan Lucci. After a brief online comeback in 2013, the soap opera was discontinued again a few months later. There was no such thing as streaming at the time. In 2020, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos announced their intention to create a revival of the ABC soap series that had been canceled. The most recent information was that Lifetime was reportedly interested last year. But that didn't work out. She provides a vast update on every one of my kids for the past 5 years. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been working on the AMC revival in Manhattan, New York. Kelly Ripa recently revealed a significant update to the Soapy podcast, which is hosted by soap stars Greg Ricart and Rebecca Budig. The update wasn't positive, but she's still clinging on to hope to launch the show. We have spent a great deal of time working on it. We actually have no control over it. Regarding the relaunch plans, she stated, "It's in other people's hands, and yes, we are all going to be on it, and our cast children will be on it. It's like one of those things where you get something off the ground and then, oh, there's corporate structuring, there's new management," Kelly Ripa went on. "After the project fails, your interest is rekindled. After that, the person advocating for this was let go. None of the reboot's problems has never gone away," she continued. However, she is still hopeful that All My Children will one day return to the screen. The significance of soaps. The ABC Daytime Chat Show is co-hosted by Kelly Ripa and her spouse. Mark Consuelos still acts on the side, although she has largely moved on from acting. He has a part in the upcoming Scream 7 film and most recently starred on 9-2-11. Greg Ricart and Rebecca Budig continue to appear in soap operas. Taylor on The Bold and the Beautiful is currently played by Rebecca Budig. However, Greenlee Smithy from All My Children was one of her first roles. Kelly Ripa explained why soap operas continue to hold such a special place in her heart in other parts of the podcast discussion. "I adore soap operas. For actors, it's the best thing they can have. Because Hope and Faith were the best actors, we frequently cast them out of soap operas as we were filming them. They were flawless. They hung up their own clothes, knew their lines, hit their targets, and didn't leave anything in disarray. It was the best." For longtime soap fans, there are few titles as iconic as All My Children. The show, which ruled daytime television for over 4 decades, created unforgettable characters, legendary storylines, and a loyal fan base that still holds on to hope that Pine Valley might rise again. For years, rumors have floated about a reboot or revival, but nothing ever solidified beyond whispers and loose discussions. Now, Kelly Ripa has stepped forward with a substantial update that has fans buzzing with renewed anticipation. Ripa, who portrayed Haley Von Santos from 1990 to 2002, has long been vocal about her love for the series and her desire to see it return in some form. Her connection to All My Children runs even deeper considering she met her now husband, Mark Consuelos, on the set. Their real-life love story only adds to the nostalgic glow surrounding the show. Every time a potential revival makes headlines, fans look to Ripa for any sign of hope. This time, she delivered something far more concrete than the usual hints or vague comments. In a recent interview, Ripa shared that the reboot project she and Consuelos had been developing, tentatively titled Pine Valley, is not dead. Contrary to speculation that the series had quietly fizzled out behind the scenes, Ripa revealed that the team behind it has continued to refine and reshape the concept. According to her, the project is still very much alive, though not in the same form originally imagined. The news instantly reignited interest among fans who feared the revival had stalled indefinitely. Ripa explained that the major challenge has never been fan interest but network logistics. Bringing back a property with as much history as All My Children requires a careful balance of honoring the original while adapting it for modern audiences. Ripa noted that the television landscape has changed dramatically since the soap went off the air. Streaming platforms, shorter seasons, and shifting viewer habits all play a role in determining how a reboot can survive. What once worked in a daily episodic format now demands reinvention, and that is precisely where the creative team has been hard at work. She revealed that while Pine Valley was initially pitched as a mystery-driven primetime continuation, new conversations have opened the door for a hybrid approach that blends nostalgia with fresh storytelling. The updated plan explores an ensemble format that brings back familiar faces while introducing a new generation of characters. This evolution, Ripa said, feels more true to the original spirit of the show. Instead of a complete reinvention, the project aims to reintroduce Pine Valley in a way that's recognizable but revitalized. One of the most thrilling parts of Ripa's update was her comment about former cast members. While she did not confirm any signed deals, she did say that multiple beloved actors have expressed enthusiastic interest in reprising their roles. The possibility of seeing legacy characters return has sent fans into a frenzy. Imagine a grown-up Miranda Montgomery, a fully messy and complicated Jara Chandler, or even a surprise cameo from Erica Kane. If Susan Lucci decides to step in, the door appears wide open. Ripa emphasized that she and Consuelos remain deeply committed to making the reboot happen. She described the revival as both a passion project and a way to honor the legacy of one of the greatest shows in daytime history. The couple is heavily involved behind the scenes, working not only as executive producers, but as advocates for making sure the reboot is done correctly rather than quickly. Ripa noted that the team refuses to rush a mediocre version of the show simply to meet demand. They want something that can stand strong on its own, whether fans of the original are tuning in or a brand new audience is discovering Pine Valley for the first time. Another key point of the update is that the streaming landscape now presents more opportunities than ever before. While network schedules remain tight, platforms like Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon have begun experimenting with serialized dramas reminiscent of traditional soaps. Ripa acknowledged this shift and hinted that the reboot may eventually find its home on a streaming service instead of a major broadcast network. This could provide the creative freedom needed to bring back the heart, drama, and emotional entanglements that defined All My Children without the restrictions of daytime television. Fans have already started speculating about potential storylines the reboot could explore. Themes like generational conflict, legacy families, dark secrets, and complicated romances remain just as compelling today as they did decades ago. Ripa teased that the reboot would absolutely explore modern social issues, but would still retain the heightened emotional storytelling that made the original such a phenomenon. The goal, she said, is to create something rooted in nostalgia but resonant with contemporary audiences. What struck fans the most about Ripa's update was her confidence. After years of hearing little more than silence or vague reassurances, this was the clearest indication yet that All My Children could truly return. Ripa's tone was not speculative, it was determined. She confirmed multiple ongoing conversations, renewed development efforts, and new avenues that had opened unexpectedly. While she stopped short of offering a premiere date, her message was unmistakable. The reboot is not gone. In fact, it is closer than ever before. As fans continued to cling to hope, Ripa's update serves as a reminder that some revivals take time, especially when they involve a show with such cultural impact. All My Children shaped generations of television viewers, launched careers, and left behind a legacy that fans refuse to let fade. With Ripa and Consuelos at the helm, the reboot appears to be in the hands of people who understand not only what the show meant but what it could mean again. The future of Pine Valley may still be unfolding, but the renewed momentum behind the reboot offers a spark of excitement soap fans haven't felt in years. If Ripa's confidence is any indication, we may finally be on the verge of returning to the fictional town that once captivated millions. Each update brings us one step closer to a revival that could reintroduce All My Children to the world, proving that even after all this time, the heart of Pine Valley still beats strong.